Hi, this is Will from Money Talks Radio. In the money world, there's good, better, and best. What beats a bank CD paying 1%? An investment bank type paying 8%. On $100,000, that's the difference between $1,000 a year or $8,000 a year. Both assets are secured. Find out how to transform your pathetic ho-hum 1% money into an advanced 8% secured money by calling 1-888-MY-ASSET. You can visit us on the web at moneytalksradio1380am.com, or you can call 1-888-MY-ASSET. 1-888-MY-ASSET. It's 1% or 8%. It's your call, so make it. 1-888-MY-ASSET.
No employer wants to see their employees getting hurt. Do you have the proper systems in place to keep your employees safe at work? Is your business in compliance with OSHA and Cal-OSHA requirements? Craig Safety Group can help you improve the safety of small or medium-sized businesses or a large company. They have the proper training and guidance to keep your employees safer at work and reduce litigation costs. Visit craigsafetygroup.com today or give them a call, 209-648-0295. Again, craigsafetygroup.com, 209-648-0295. Realtors, how would you like to get more offers on a home, sell a home quicker, and make more money on the transaction? Premier Home Staging brings a strategic and professional touch to any home, helping you make the selling process smoother. Everybody wins with Premier Home Staging. Call 916-300-0402 or visit premierhomestagingllc.com. Again, 916-300-0402. All right. World premiere of the Hugo Lopez Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, the guy who builds talk shows coast to coast. Hanging out with Mr. Hugo Lopez, episode 1, part 1. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great.
A little exciting or nerve-wracking? What is it?
Both. You know, a lot of nervousness, but I'm going to channel that into excitement. So let's get to it.
You know, we're having we've had a lot of fun. You came on the Jon Robert Quinn show a couple of months ago. Then you did a segment spot for the New Think and Grow Wealth. And then we kind of just threw out the idea, you know, what if we built you your own show? And here you have it. We're building you your own show. It's not easy. It's not easy building a show for somebody, but at the same time, there's a reason why we do it. And what you're going to get out of this thing is monumental towards your future and your career.
I hope so, man. That's the goal.
Well, once I get this thing registered on IMDb, we're going to register it as a TV show on IMDb, and then of course you'll have the social media. You'll be on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Amazon. When you go to Bing, for instance, and type in Hugo Lopez or the Hugo Lopez Show, your picture's going to pop up on the sidebar, and it's going to say TV personality, blah, 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 with all your stuff. Your world changes once you start to create that identity, and it's really exciting to just help another person do this. So, let's get started. Who is Mr. Hugo Lopez? What's your story, man?
Well, let's start at the beginning. My family immigrated from the Central America back when I was about 6 years old. You know, the typical immigration story. Mm-hmm. Get in here, grind, grit, and try to get ahead, get ahead at life. You know, with twists and turns here and there, we ended up here in Northern California, up in Auburn in the Sacramento area. From then on, I excelled at everything I needed to. At school, not that I want to brag, but that's just the way, you know, my parents.
No, you pushed yourself. You know, it's funny because, you know, when I was in school, I was not a great student. You know, I got really bad grades. But there was something about me. I had a charisma about me that allowed me to. I was the only student in the school that was allowed to use the faculty bathroom, for instance. Yeah. You know, cell phones and pagers were illegal in California, but I was the only student that the principal would come out and give me my pager back before I got back on the school bus. I was able to get away with things. I'm, you know, a guitar player. I was a professional guitar player for a number of years. But in high school, I was just learning, and my PE teacher, instead of having me participate, would let me just sit and play my guitar, and I would get a passing grade for participating.
That's funny because that's how I was, and it's not that I didn't like school. It's just that, you know, I like you said, I had that thing about me where it's like, I like to get along with you. I will learn, I have a different way of learning. I still got good grades in tests.
But you were also student president or something, right?
Yeah. So, passed over after high school and then actually 8th grade was the first time I got the touch of presidency. And then after high school into Sierra College, I decided to go into the student senate, and then I actually stayed an extra year in community college just to become the student president, and then actually sit on the board of trustees to where, the big boy decisions are made, and the big multi-million-dollar decisions that people don't know about actually they're made when it comes to just the community college. And after that, that's when things kind of started taking a turn in my life. I went to I transferred to 4 year at Sac State, and then I realized, damn, this is expensive. And then as the semester and the months went in, I saw a lot of people were graduating, a lot of people, were getting out there, getting ahead, and then I saw their pictures on Instagram. Hey, I just graduated, this, and that. And then a few months later, I'd catch up with them. I see how they were doing, and they were baristas. They were. It's like I don't want to.
There's nothing wrong with being a barista, but I can tell you now, you're not going to make $1 million doing it.
And it's. It's not just about them making $1 million. It's that, you went to school to do a certain thing. You spent so much money doing it.
And it's not even that, though. It kind of is about the $1 million because, at the end of the day, you're trying to, you want to build a family. You want to leave your family with a legacy. You're not going to do that by becoming a barista. You're not.
No. And, again, hey, I love Starbucks. Starbucks is my favorite place to go.
Hey, Starbucks is where I met my wife, all right? And my wife was a barista at Starbucks when I met her.
But the point that I was seeing is that people were getting in so much debt to become something, and it ended up not helping them. What the college degree nowadays, most of them is as good as a high school diploma.
Correct.
It's sad, and it's like that. It just fills this fire in me. It's I'm pissed. I want to be able. I didn't want to do that. I walked out of my second semester. I went to Sac State. I walked out of my class. I'm like, what? I can't really afford this. I don't want to get in more debt. I'm still paying for my first semester at college.
Great.
And you know what? I said I'm gonna do my own thing. And
now you're building talk shows and getting on the radio. No, but is it the right decision? Yes or no? No, you're not going to get a paycheck, okay? But you're going to create something bigger than you've ever created. Yes. You're going to open opportunities, open doors bigger than you've ever done. And people come to me all the time and they're like, man, you've really come a long way. Yeah, because I didn't take a job.
Mm-hmm. And
I didn't.
And we still need, we need doctors, we still need employees and stuff like that. But
it's just a different mindset.
It's a different mindset. And for me, and I'm hoping, I can reach this message to everybody else that's feeling this way. For me, is I wanted something different. I didn't want to follow the crowd. I was, like you said, I wasn't the normal student. I did my own thing. I got away with it, but it's because I just did things differently. And, people gravitate towards that. And, the people that become, just super stupidly successful do that. They zig while everybody else zags. They run while everybody else walks, and whatever the sayings go.
You're absolutely right. Why are you so passionate about real estate, first of all? I mean, I know your family's been in real estate for a number of years, but why are you so passionate about it?
I think it's the best way to become wealthy. And when I say wealthy, when I talk about wealth, I don't mean rich. You can be rich. You can make a lot of money. Doctors are rich.
You know what, though? Richness and wealth are two different things.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that wealth is actually more of where you're trying to go. Rich is a richness of life.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm rich. Look at how I live. Am I wealthy? I wouldn't say I'm wealthy. I'm not worth millions, right? I don't have a trust fund. I'm not going to leave, $50 million to my heirs. But am I rich? Yeah, I'm rich. Look at how I live. I'm like,
I like your apartment.
Yeah, it's sick, right? It's like a museum. The point, though, is we want to have that lifestyle, but then we also want to create that generational wealth.
Yes,
and you can have one, but having both is really difficult.
And that's that's why I'm so into real estate. You take the example of my family, immigrant family, renting our whole lives, struggling to make ends meet, paycheck to paycheck. We never missed a meal, but damn, my parents worked hard not to miss a meal.
Yeah.
And they're a huge motivation for me. But when it came to real estate, we had the opportunity to get started a few years ago with little money down. and now we're about to go on our 5th house. We started in 2015. Today is December 2018. We're on our 5th house. Net worth, once they're all paid off, which, later in the show we'll get to how to pay off mortgages a lot faster. Net worth will be close to $1 million. And, my parents, we started 3 years ago.
Correct.
And that's what real estate can do for you.
What services do you actually provide our community here?
So I'm a real estate agent. And we joke about how I became a real estate agent when there's 33,000 other real estate agents in the area and like 2,000 homes for sale. I quickly realized that, holy crap, there's huge competition. So I went more towards the investment side, and I help people acquire homes. The way I do it differently is I use different techniques. I can get you homes a lot cheaper than others at way below retail price, wholesale price. I know this. I'm learning, and I know of quite a few strategies of how to get it, how to use other people's money to get it, and I'm all about finding people homes. I want them to experience what my family and I have experienced, as in, you don't have to be rich, and you don't have to have the money. You don't have to have the perfect credit score. You can do it with literally $1,000 down, and you can buy a property. And that's powerful.
You're absolutely right. You just need to know where to do it. All right, folks, look. At the end of the day, have you ever wanted to become a real estate investor? Hugo and his team are here to help. Give them a call. 530-401-8689, 530-401-8689, or visit GoSeeHugo.com. Again, GoSeeHugo.com. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and learn more. We'll be right back. Hey, Megan, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good. So, Ward's Investigations, tell me a little bit about what it is that you guys do.
We find information. We can find anything on anyone. So anything from surveillance to assessments to employee background checks, process serving, legal research. Just anything you need to find out, we can find out for you if you cannot.
How do people get in contact with you? What's your phone number?
530-258-6416.
And that's wardsinvestigations.com?
That's correct.
wardsinvestigations.com. Megan Ward, 530-258-6416. Again, 530-258-6416. Check them out. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time. Biker Fashion for men and women. Your one-stop shop for biker-style clothing and accessories. For a flat fee of $69 per month, Life Behind Handlebars will personally curate a box of 1 to 4 items keeping you riding in style. Life Behind Handlebars is available at Sacramento Harley-Davidson or online at lifebehindhandlebars.com.
If Paul Revere was in the pest control business, his famous ride might have sounded something like this.
The termites are coming, the termites are coming, the termites are coming.
There's a pest for every season, so get ready because the termites are coming. I'm Steve Scoville, the president of Pest Control Center. For a termite, a home that goes unchecked is like ringing the dinner bell. The damage that termites cause to properties every year is in the millions of dollars. Our state licensed inspectors have the experience you'll need to make sure that your home and property are free from termites and the damage they cause.
Save your home, your property, and some money too. $75 off a complete termite inspection and $75 off any other Pest Control Center service. Log on at pestcontrolcenter.com. That's pestcontrolcenter.com. Or give them a call at 344-4400. 344-4400. Get rid of those termites today. Call 344-4400.
Pest Control Center, we treat your home like our own.
All right. Welcome back to the Hugo Lopez Show, Episode 1, Part 2. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, the guy who builds talk shows coast to coast, hanging out here with Mr. Hugo Lopez.
How you doing?
In his new debut radio/internet show. This is great stuff, man. It's exciting for you. It's really exciting. So we're talking about, you're a young cat, too. How old are you, man?
I'm 22. I will be 23 in about a month.
And you're already looking at big things. It's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. All right, so talk to me about the importance of investing in real estate. Why is it so important for somebody to invest in real estate?
For one, it's a great asset because, you can invest in stocks. A company could go down under. You can invest in mutual funds. what happened in 2008, 2007. In real estate, even though what we saw in 2008 was horrible, people still needed homes,
and the homes never went to zero.
They're real. They're not a stock. They're not a number on a computer. Those stocks are great, and the stock market is booming and all. It's actually going kind of bad right now, but besides the point, real estate, it's physical. You can touch it, you can live with it. It keeps you warmth, and it's something that it gives you a home, it gives you shelter. It's something that people need and people will always need. We could have flying cars, we could have rockets going to the moon daily, we could have hotels, whatever futuristic deal we have. People still need a place to live.
Yes.
People. It's
correct.
It's human nature. We need a place to live, and if you know how to get your hands on real estate and have people pay you to live there, not only are you helping them because you're giving them a place to stay, but you're making money. The home is working for you, and that's
correct.
Again, we talked about the whole wealth thing, that you're building up wealth while people are paying for it. The properties are giving.
Now, if you bought a wholesale property, and let's say you spent $150,000 on a wholesale property, and it's actually worth $250,000, and you put, let's say, $20,000 or $25,000 into it, made it habitable, then turn around and rented it out, and you're renting it out at $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. Do the math. In like 10 years' time, that home essentially is paid off. And then for the remaining, let's say, 20 or 25 years that you own that property, plus all the other properties that you own, you've got positive cash flow consistently.
Exactly. And actually, that's funny because that's kind of the situation that we're in with my family. We actually have a house that we're working on. And, we've gotten offers about $250 for it. We're going to put in about $150,000 into it. But I think we're in the process right now. We already have a renter set up, $2,000, almost $2,000 a month. And, using Velocity Banking, which we'll talk about that later on, of how to pay down your mortgages a lot faster. In about 4 years, tops, that property's going to be paid off. You don't have to wait the 10 years to do it. And then that's $2,000 each month going into the pocket of my parents for their retirements, for their,
future investment,
whatever it is. And that's why real estate is so important.
How does one go about actually investing in real estate?
Now, it's not like, HGTV is really big, Flip or Flop, all those shows. They're fun, and I love those shows because I get a lot of ideas from them, but it's not as easy as it is, but it's not as complicated as people make it out to be. It's just knowing what you're doing, the education, having a right group of people, and the right team to support you.
Now, you have a workshop. Every Thursday, you have a workshop, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Tell me a little bit about this workshop.
Well, we're a group of active investors. We the key term is active. We're not. There's a lot of real estate workshops around there. We're like, hey, come learn how to flip this, flip that, and you buy their products and that's it. You're off your own. I did that a few months ago. It was actually an online thing. And with our workshop here in town, we give you the tools and education, but we keep you accountable. Like, okay, you have it, now learn it, and then come back here because we want to make money. And if that means that we put you in the situation where we push you and we encourage you, where you actually go out and find the deals, then you make money, and then everybody makes money. It's a community, it's we help you, you help us, and in the end, we all win.
My understanding is it's more of like a round table, and you've got investors all the way around the table and are throwing ideas and throwing deals off of each other.
And it's not just investors. We have realtors, we have, brokers. Everybody has their own little niche, and then when we all come together, we mastermind, and great things happen. One of the investors just bought $1 million house in Redwood City.
Correct.
They didn't use their money. There was two of them. They partnered up. They didn't use their money, and they're gonna sell the plan is to sell the property for $4 million in 1 year.
Correct.
They're not going to use their own money, and
they're going to do a ton. So they're actually he's referring to Frank Verney, who actually has another show with us here. He's got Investor Profits Now, as well as the new Think and Grow Wealth. airing Friday nights at 10 p.m. But yes, he bought a home, paid $1.05 million for it, all OPM. They're going to sink about $1 million into it, so they had to raise about $2 million capital, and they're going to increase the square footage by 4. They're multiplying it from about 1,200 square feet to about 4,000 square feet, and the home's going to be worth about $4 million when all said and done.
Yeah.
And even if the market shifts, they'll still get 3 out of it and make $1 million.
And I think
all OPM.
Yeah, the important thing you said is OPM, other people's money. Like, do they have the $2 million to do it? No. Do they know how to raise it? Yeah. You know, being an investor, you have to know how to go up to someone and say, hey, will you lend me your money so I can make money? And then part of the education and part of the support system is we know how to do that.
And not only that, but also the people who are bringing the money, making sure that they're making money on their money. What should people expect when they go to invest in real estate? If they want to become a real estate investor, what's the real life picture look like in terms of becoming an investor?
A lot of potential for growth, a lot of potential to make money, but if you don't know what you're doing, there's also a lot of potential to fail.
Yeah, high risk. If you don't understand what you're doing, it's high risk.
Back in 2008, a lot of people were buying homes and they didn't know what the heck they were doing.
Yeah, they were mortgaging investment properties, which is really stupid, in my opinion.
And it all came crashing down in their face. And just having the know-it-all and wit to even the little things of like, well, how am I going to protect this? How am I protected if I don't like this property and I want to back out? That's a big thing. Mm-hmm. If you don't have, if you're wholesaling, for example, if you go in and you write an offer on a property and you put down $1,000 as a down payment, just knowing how to get out of that contract if you don't like the property, if the numbers don't make sense, that's big. Because $1,000 is $1,000. But now put that in perspective of when you have the big projects where, okay, this is like Frank Verney, this is $1 million, $2 million project. How are we protected?
Correct.
Knowing all those things, I think is essential. That we should expect the unexpected also with real estate. Each new property is like its own kid, its own baby.
Correct.
And knowing how to be able to adjust and how to think on the fly, that's when you become successful at it.
All right, folks, have you ever wanted to become a real estate investor? Come out to the workshop. Register right now. Get on the list. GoSeeHugo.com. Again, GoSeeHugo.com, or give them a call, 530-401-8689, 530-401-8689. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and learn more. We'll be right back. Hey, folks, are you looking for auto repair, body repair, fabrication, audio, or wraps? Give the guys over at Mass Appeal Motorsports a call today, 916-333-3675. Again, 916-333-3675. Mass Appeal Motorsports, family owned and operated, massappealmotorsports.com. In 1921, the Overhead Door Company was founded. In 1953, they came to Sacramento. 66 years later, our neighbors are still getting the same quality product and service they'd expect. Whether you're looking for an overhead door for your commercial property or even your home, there's only one original overhead door. Look for the red ribbon. New garage door estimates are always free. Come into our showroom located on Franklin Boulevard and call us today, 916-421-3747. Again, 916-421-3747, or visit overheaddoorofsacramento.com.
If Paul Revere was in the pest control business, his famous ride might have sounded something like this.
The termites are coming, the termites are coming, the termites are coming.
There's a pest for every season, so get ready because the termites are coming. I'm Steve Scoville, the president of Pest Control Center. For a termite, a home that goes unchecked is like ringing the dinner bell. The damage that termites cause to properties every year is in the millions of dollars. Our state licensed inspectors have the experience you'll need to make sure that your home and property are free from termites and the damage they cause.
Save your home, your property, and some money too. $75 off a complete termite inspection and $75 off any other Pest Control Center service. Log on at pestcontrolcenter.com. That's pestcontrolcenter.com. Or give them a call at 344-4400. 344-4400. Get rid of those termites today. Call 344-4400.
Pest Control Center, we treat your home like our own.
Have you ever wanted to become a real estate investor? Call me right now, 916-220-3351. Again, 916-220-3351. Call me right now to learn about investing in real estate. 916-220-3351. Again, 916-220-3351. One more time, 916-220-3351. All right. Welcome back to the Hugo Lopez Show, Episode 1, Part 3. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, the guy who builds talk shows coast to coast, hanging out here with Mr. Hugo Lopez.
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Being an entrepreneur, living life.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of hard work.
Oh, it is a lot of hard work, but
Never getting a paycheck.
Hey, that's where the hard work comes in.
So you better figure it out, right? All right, so talk to me. We're talking about real estate investing today. We're talking about becoming an investor, what it takes to become an investor. What role does one play, or what role does entrepreneurship play in investing?
Well, when it comes to an entrepreneur, it's...
Keep going.
It's a lot about... It's a lot like buying a property that you're flipping. You know, you have an idea... And in the property case, you find a property. Mm-hmm. Oh, this property is, there's an idea. I could do something with this property. Okay. Now you have to know how to raise the money. If you start a company as an entrepreneur, you need to know how to raise the money. Same with real estate investing. You have to know how to raise the money for that property. You're a business owner. If you want to become a real estate investor, you have to have that business sense. You've got to market yourself. You've got to... have ethics, use the ethics. You've got to have all of the steps in place, understand how to find the money. Because again, when you're going to build a business, you've got to figure out how you're going to fund this operation, whether it's going to be venture capital, whether it's going to be finding investors that are going to buy into the business. So for instance, when I wanted to launch my first talk show, it's so funny. When I went to launch my first talk show, I had no idea how to do it, but I knew exactly how I needed to do it. Yeah. And I went out there and started finding money, finding partners, putting the money together. We launched, took us 3 weeks to launch. We launched. I fast forward, I've got like 15, 16 something odd talk shows now, and they're all funded. And I've never spent a penny of my own money to do it. So I understood the entrepreneurial piece. I understood the investment side. And putting those things into play, it's no different when you're dealing with real estate. It's no different. Exactly. And, a big thing is you just have to keep going. The wonderful thing, I think it's the wonderful thing about entrepreneurship is that you can fail. Okay, move on. What is fail, though? Failing is knowing what you did wrong and then fixing it. Correct. No, you're absolutely right. When you ride a skateboard and you fall on your skateboard, what do? Do you throw the skateboard away or do you get up and try it again? You get up and you try it again, right? Yeah, it's like riding a bike. You fell. Okay, well, I leaned to the right too much. Now I'm going to lean to the left a little bit more. And, that's what... I think that's like you and me and other people that feel like us is that, the system that we were in, school, education, go to work, if you fail there, you're kind of screwed because then you're stuck. With entrepreneurship, if you fail, move on. Like, okay, you failed, learn, move on. Raise the money again, move on. Raise the money again, move. You fail again, move on. You find something that works, put your whole heart into it, and it'll grow. It may fail and we may back a little bit. So learn from your mistakes and make it bigger. And that's what it's the flexibility and ability to. The harder you work and the smarter you work, the more you will benefit. I put an article, or not an article, a chapter in the book The Cold Call King, which is my bestseller, that talks about love your business like a child. Yes. It grows and it'll grow to become bigger than you, and it'll have little babies of its own, and it'll make you proud, it'll make you sad, it'll make you cry, and it'll make you laugh. But it really is a living, breathing, growing extension of you. Really. If you give that business everything it needs, it's going to outlive you. Yep. Talk to me about assets versus liabilities. A lot of people think that the home that they're living in is an asset. No. But they're going to argue with you. Why are they going to argue with you? Because, they buy a home 10 years down after paying off, whatever their mortgage is. They refinance, and now they have money. Now, to them, that's an asset because that gave us money, or my home will always appreciate. No, you're paying the mortgage. The house is not giving you, the house is not making you money. You have to pay the taxes.
You want to know the harsh reality? Let's just use round numbers. Let's say you bought a home for $300,000. What are you going to end up paying on that home after that mortgage is done? If you never refinance, what's the number going to be? Probably closer to like $535,000, okay? But you're also going to be paying Melrose. You're also going to be paying homeowners association in some cases. You're going to be paying taxes and insurance. Yes, you can write off the interest, and I think you can write off the taxes, but you can't write off the insurance. You can't write off you can't write off really much of anything other than the interest. No. And you're compounding that over all those years to try to get all that back. All the maintenance that goes into it, the roofs, the painting, the yards, at the end of the day, you're never, ever in the black, ever. When you own a home to live in, you're never in the black. So how do people actually make money in real estate? They buy real estate. They leverage real estate. They use OPM to do it. And then they turn around and they turn it. They turn it
Exactly.
and burn it. Boom, boom, boom. They get another one in. They get another one in. Or they turn them into positive cash flow assets.
Exactly. So, same scenario. You buy a house. Let's say a $100,000 house. You're getting $1,000 in rent. Your mortgage is, I don't know, $800 a month. Or your expenses are $800 a month, and you're getting $1,000 rent. $200 doesn't seem that much.
It's 20%.
It's 20%, and once it's paid off, that's $1,000 in your pocket. What would people do with an extra $1,000 in their pocket these days?
I don't know. I would buy a watch.
Well, hey, that could go to paying off your house. There you go. Yeah, there's another house to pay off your house you live in.
Correct. No, so the other thing is understanding assets over liabilities. When I say assets and liabilities, Robert Kiyosaki gets into ESBI quadrant. He gets into the left hand of the quadrant is your employee in your small business, and the right side of the quadrant is your investor in big business. And if you really want to dig deep, listen to future episodes of the show, and we'll dig really deep into this. Yeah. The point, though, is I always say to build everything on a 2-to-1 or greater ratio, meaning if you're putting $1 out, make sure that you're getting in excess of $2 back. For instance, with the copies of the Cold Call King, I sell them for $20. They cost me $2. I'm at 10-to-1. So if somebody were to come to me and say, hey, I'll give you $10 for the book, I'm selling it for 50% off, but I'm actually multiplying my dollar by 5. So I'm still 5-to-1 my money. And that's the way it should always be in any business that you do. Always make sure that you're always at a 2-to-1 or greater ratio. That way, if you do fall short, you never end up in the red. Yeah. Ever. Yeah. Okay? And again, it comes back to when you're using OPM to find money to invest. When you're using OPM to invest in real estate, are you using your own money?
Nope.
So what's your rate of return? It's infinity.
Yeah, whatever.
Right?
Whatever you get out
Correct.
of it.
You're not on a 2-to-1, you're on an infinity to 1 because you never put your money in to begin with. Okay? Exactly. Where should one start if they want to become an entrepreneur?
Education. I think, we kind of joked about, we'll call, the education system this, and that. In reality, education is key. It's just what education you get and what support system you do. In my case, if you want to learn how to become an investor or a real estate investor, like you said, we have our workshops Thursday at 7. We have the education. We have the support group. We have the support structure to, if you want to do it, you can do it. Now, it's not going to just be handed to you and then you're going to go to your printer and then money's going to start coming out. You have to do the work.
Correct.
Obviously. But
boy, it'd be easy like that, wouldn't it?
Oh, gee, I wish. Lottery, right? But as long as you put in the work and you just keep at it, I mean, the possibilities are limitless.
Look at what my life has become.
Exactly. And then
I have a coat of arms and a meteorite.
And, look at my example. I've been there, 2 months, and I'm going to help save my family $40,000 in interest, and we're going to have a house paid off in California, completely paid off in 3 years.
The point is this, folks. Come on out to the workshops. I'm there. I show up from time to time. I should be there every week, but I'm not. But you could come out and meet me. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I won't. But come out to the workshops. Register right now at GoSeeHugo.com. GoSeeHugo.com. 530-401-8689. 530-401-8689. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back and wrap up. We'll be right back. Hey, investors and real estate agents, are you looking for a stager that's effective, that's going to improve the quality and the value of that home? Check out Poonam Siri from Stage and Sold. Visit stageandsold.net, again, stageandsold.net, or give her a call, 916-390-4036. Again, 916-390-4036.
If Paul Revere was in the pest control business, his famous ride might have sounded something like this.
The termites are coming! The termites are coming! The termites are coming!
There's a pest for every season, so get ready because the termites are coming. I'm Steve Scoville, the president of Pest Control Center. For a termite, a home that goes unchecked is like ringing the dinner bell. The damage that termites cause to properties every year is in the millions of dollars. Our state licensed inspectors have the experience you'll need to make sure that your home and property are free from termites and the damage they cause.
Save your home, your property, and some money too. $75 off a complete termite inspection and $75 off any other pest control center service. Log on at pestcontrolcenter.com. That's pestcontrolcenter.com. Or give them a call at 344-4400. 344-4400. Get rid of those termites today. Call 344-4400.
Pest Control Center, we treat your home like our own.
Hi, this is Will from Money Talks Radio. In the money world, there's good, better, and best. What beats a bank CD paying 1%? An investment bank type paying 8%. On $100,000, that's the difference between $1,000 a year or $8,000 a year. Both assets are secured. Find out how to transform your pathetic ho-hum 1% money into an advanced 8% secured money by calling 1-888-MY-ASSET. You can visit us on the web at moneytalksradio1380am.com, or you can call 1-888-MY-ASSET. 1-888-MY-ASSET. It's 1% or 8%. It's your call, so make it. 1-888-MY-ASSET.
You've tasted them at fairs and festivals all over Northern California. They're imported from Spain and taking the world by storm. Introducing Sweet and Sour Gourmet Licorice. It's a flavorful, colorful rope licorice stuffed with a soft candy filling. Get yours today at sweetandsourlicorice.com, and remember to stop by and say hi at the State Fair. Follow us on Facebook at sweetandsourlicorice.com. All right. Welcome back to the Hugo Lopez Show. My name is Jon Robert Quinn, the guy who builds talk shows coast to coast, hanging out here with Mr. Hugo Lopez, wrapping up. And we have gone over a ton of stuff this last hour. How do people get started in investing? Go to the workshop, right?
Yeah. Educate yourself and surround yourself with people that know what they're doing. You want to surround people that know more than what they're doing with what you want to do.
Well, as Grant Cardone says, Grant Cardone is like the guru, right? As Grant Cardone says, if you are the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Yep.
Simple as that. You're in the wrong room. Surround yourself with a bunch of people that are smarter than you, and you'll become really smart. And what will happen is you'll grow out of that space, and you'll grow into a bigger space, which is basically what I told you. I'm gonna give you everything that you need to fire me. You're no longer going to need me. You're going to move on to bigger and better things. And that's great. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to help other small businesses get to the point where they can fire me. And that's wonderful. That's a great place to be.
I mean, I don't see.
I'm like the stepping stone to stardom, right?
But yes, no. Go to the workshop. You will have people there that have done thousands of deals. They know how to find properties, all this and that, and you just got to learn from them, absorb.
And he's not exaggerating when he says thousands. I mean, when you talk to guys like Mr. Frank Verney, I mean, that guy's done like several thousand short sales, like personally.
Yeah.
He's written books on this stuff. He's got several talk shows now. He's owned mortgage companies, real estate companies, investment companies. I mean, this guy, he ain't no spring chicken, that's for sure. He's an Italian from New York named Frankie. I mean, come on, hey,
how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? How much do people actually need to spend to invest in real estate?
Nothing.
Well, they have to invest in themselves.
Yeah,
right?
so you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in the education, and again, you're gonna do that anyways if you're going to college. You have to invest in yourself first.
If you're going to start a business, you've got to get the business license.
Yep.
You've got to get your seller's permits. You've got to open up your retail store or buy the inventory to sell the inventory. If you're going to start a business, you have to invest in yourself. You have to. It's no different than with real estate. You can't just go to a group of real estate investors and say, hey, what chair do you want me to sit in and what do you need me to do? That's a job. Yeah. I've got jobs. If you want to do that, I'll put you on the phone and we can make sales calls all day. But if you want to start a business,
you have to bring value.
You've got to bring value, but you've also got to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You've got to invest the time, the energy, and really have that willpower. And again, the groups, the workshops each week, they're gold. There's a reason why we're here sitting here talking about this.
Yep. You know, we have besides just the workshops, we actually go out into live property tours where it's right there. Like you go into a house. The people that actually buy them, the investors will literally go step by step how they did it. Here it is. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're doing. Do you have any suggestions? What do you think?
I've gone into homes with Frank that you walk into a bedroom and you're looking at the sky. And you're like, oh, man. And he goes, that ain't so bad. And he's just calculating it in his head. And he's thinking, and I'm looking at it like, oh man, I don't know. I'll just keep bringing people to your group, buddy. I'll just keep bringing people into the group. And then
you know, like 2-3 months later, it's sold for like incredible profit, and it's a beautiful home.
You know, it's funny because you know, I talk to these guys and I'm like, hey man, yeah, I made $5,000 a day, and he's like, yeah, I made $55,000 a day, and I'm like, screw you. It's so true though. It's so true. So you know. How do rich people get rich? They surround themselves with rich people. Really?
You know, one of my mentors that I told me that you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
Correct.
So if you hang out with a bunch of successful, wealthy people, you're gonna learn what they do. You're gonna learn how they do it. You're gonna get their charisma, their attitude. You know, instead of like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, it's not, oh, I can't afford this. It's how can I afford this?
Correct. No, you're absolutely right.
It's a mindset, and a lot of people don't. I don't think that people realize that it's all in your head. Honestly, it's just what you do with it.
Every bit of it. I get down in the dumps, and I should pop open my Grant Cardone book more often, and I don't. I usually just sleep. But when you read a book, it actually gives you something. It actually takes you to a new place and gives you that oomph. I've learned though. To run the business and not let the business run me. Because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that let the business run them, and they're working at night, and their relationships with their wives are starting to deteriorate, and their kids are not being raised properly, and the bills aren't getting paid, and their health starts to deteriorate, and they're not eating, and they're not sleeping, and they're not doing these things. But then other people tell me that I'm lazy because I take a nap at 2:00 every day. I'm not lazy. Believe me, I'm not lazy. I still work way more hours than most people. The difference, though, is that I manage my time differently, and I let my mind rest, and that's very healthy. I just put an article in the newspaper. I write articles for a couple of local papers. Why entrepreneurs need to nap, and even if it's a half-hour nap, your brain is going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Even when you're sleeping, you're working, and then you're going all day long. Imagine the decision making when you're able to sleep on decisions midday. You've got all your morning decisions that you have to make, and you have to make them by afternoon. And then by afternoon, you've taken a quick little nap, and you've slept on those decisions, and you wake up, and now you have a fresh mind. Yep. And you're like, ooh, that wasn't going to work out, was it?
Can you do that at a job?
Actually, Google actually encourages it now.
Well, besides the big tech like Facebook and Google, can you do that anywhere else, do you think?
Probably not. I used to sleep when I was in the mortgage business. I used to sleep on my lunch breaks. I used to go out to the car and just zonk out, set my alarm, come back in a little groggy. They'd laugh at me, and then I would just annihilate them. I still have trophies all over my house from when I was in the mortgage business because of the numbers that I was able to pull. So at the end of the day, folks, you've got to invest in yourself. You do. Yeah. You have to invest in yourself. Go see Hugo.com. Go see Hugo.com. 530-401-8696. 530-401-8696.
Also, find me on social media.
Yes.
The Hugo Lopez Show. I will be we're going to blast. We want to reach as many people as possible. And, my goal with this show is to, one, inspire and just show people that, hey, you can do it. Why not? Go for it.
If you want to do it,
if you want to do it. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. And he's just going to show you how to do it. Go see Hugo.com. Come out to the Thursday workshops.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. I might be there. I say that I'm going to be there and then I don't show up. But register right now. Get on the list. Doesn't cost anything. Go see Hugo.com. And again, give him a call. 530-401-8696. Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Hey, I love it. Let's get 10 seasons in.
Let's do it. All right. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Come take a tour of the beautiful Delta Front homes in Discovery Bay. And with today's down payment assistance programs available, you can get into a home for as little as no money out of pocket. Look no further than Rusty Woodruff of Intero Real Estate. Give her a call, 925-584-9898. Again, 925-584-9898. DRE number 01352-178. How you doing, Richard?
Great.
How long have you been doing this?
Yeah, I've done commercial investing for about 25 years and also did 18 flips of houses.
You've got this very interesting product here. You help people invest in First Trust mortgage notes. Explain to me, what is a First Trust mortgage note?
Well, it's a mortgage that you have on your house, that anybody would have on their house if they own a house. We particularly focus on smaller houses in the Midwest. Believe it or not, you can buy a very nice home throughout the Midwest for $50,000 to $60,000, and they've got, say, a $40,000 mortgage on them. We buy them at a discount and turn around and offer those benefits to the buyer of the mortgage note. The advantage is that you get higher overall returns than you would on the stock market. It's usually about a 10 or 12 year investment, and it's more secure because you can foreclose on the property, you can rent it out, you can sell it. We're usually at 50% loan to value or less. So let's say if you had a $50,000 house, a $25,000 mortgage, you have to assume, yes, I could probably do a fire sale on that property, sell it for $30,000, and get my entire investment out.
Learn more at amnotecap.com. Again, amnotecap, or give them a call, 510-918-9001. Again, 510-918-9001. Have you ever wanted to become a real estate investor? Call me right now, 916-220-3351. Again, 916-220-3351. Call me right now to learn about investing in real estate. 916-220-3351. Again, 916-220-3351. One more time, 916-220-3351.
If Paul Revere was in the pest control business, his famous ride might have sounded something like this.
The termites are coming, the termites are coming, the termites are coming.
There's a pest for every season, so get ready because the termites are coming. I'm Steve Scoville, the president of Pest Control Center. For a termite, a home that goes unchecked is like ringing the dinner bell. The damage that termites cause to properties every year is in the millions of dollars. Our state licensed inspectors have the experience you'll need to make sure that your home and property are free from termites and the damage they cause.
Save your home, your property, and some money too. $75 off a complete termite inspection and $75 off any other pest control center service. Log on at pestcontrolcenter.com. That's pestcontrolcenter.com. Or give them a call at 344-4400. 344-4400. Get rid of those termites today. Call 344-4400.
Pest Control Center, we treat your home like our own.
Hi, this is Will from Money Talks Radio. In the money world, there's good, better, and best. What beats a bank CD paying 1%? An investment bank type paying 8%. On $100,000, that's the difference between $1,000 a year or $8,000 a year. Both assets are secured. Find out how to transform your pathetic ho-hum 1% money into an advanced 8% secured money by calling 1-888-MY-ASSET. You can visit us on the web at moneytalksradio1380am.com, or you can call 1-888-MY-ASSET. 1-888-MY-ASSET. It's 1% or 8%. It's your call, so make it. 1-888-MY-ASSET.
You've tasted them at fairs and festivals all over Northern California. They're imported from Spain and taking the world by storm. Introducing Sweet and Sour Gourmet Licorice. It's a flavorful, colorful rope licorice stuffed with a soft candy filling. Get yours today at sweetandsourlicorice.com, and remember to stop by and say hi at the State Fair. Follow us on Facebook at sweetandsourlicorice.com.